Okay, let's get going. So today, I'd like to replace actually, it's not even in here. I'd like to replace this call to GL Blit frame buffer with just using a second fragment shader and vertex shader, I guess. And what they'll let me do is have like some sort of like any sort of like post processing pass on the data, so we can add like all sorts of funny effects like weird like bloom or like scan lines or other kinds of weird things like that. Um so let's get started with that. I need to figure out first of all how I'm just setting up these shaders. So somewhere in here, this is not the right file. Okay, in init window, what are we doing here? We're making a okay, so we can actually just use the yeah, I don't even think we ever need to unbind this or do anything with this. We can just use the same vertex array object. I don't remember, is it just tied? I don't think it's really tied to the shader either. Let me see here. I mean, I'm not sure if it's tied to the shader. We're gonna find out, I guess. Oops, let me do that. Um, so here, what we'll do is, so this is all good. Where do I actually call this compile shader? Program from shader text. Check shaders. And I just do a check shaders right at the first thing in the loop there, yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do two shaders. And we're gonna wanna store these in the context. So I even call the context term. Is this where no, it's called GL context. Okay. So let's see here. Let's make this an array of a couple elements, and we'll do that by doing a little bit of an enumeration here. So let's do we will use an enumeration here so that it's a bit more clear what's going on later on when we're referring to these indices. Change this name to programs. Now the only problem is that these uniforms are just going to be not shared between the two stages. So that could be a problem. We're going to need to have some extra. Some of these can be shared. So actually, what I might do is use like the binding locations. So like this projection matrix here can just be shared. These offsets cannot just be shared, though they could have the same layout. Might be okay. Um, yeah. Let us try that to start with. So here, what we'll do is do um, so we've got 2 shaders right now. We're gonna need to have a couple more shaders. How do I want to do this? Let's just group these things together here. So just gonna group these all into scope. What am I doing? Um, okay. This thing can go in one more. We'll do that. And then we're gonna make a copy of this. Post pass shader. Probably we can keep this stuff around. So maybe move these to this. And ultimately, this post-processing one is going to want to be modified like at runtime. Like changed at runtime, like completely different file. But we will work on that after later. So let's start by doing this. Oops, do that. Let's close this for now so I can actually see what's going on here. As far as the rest of this goes, it looks fine to me. So we're gonna do GL delete program, shader render, shader render equals that. Let's leave this like this, I think, for now. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, these uniforms are going to be problematic. And we might need to have some different uniforms anyways, so I have to think about that. Oops, missing an S up here. possibly I'll just store them separately in two separate uniform arrays, but we will see. So finish typing this. We also have an assert there that we're not going out of bounds. For now, I'm just gonna hard code this. I think I'm gonna change this up a little bit though. Thought I got rid of all those silly warnings, but maybe not. So that is looking fine to me. Then let me okay, so this vertex shader is gonna need still gonna need a scale and it's still gonna need a vertex offset. Yeah, it's gonna need those and it's gonna need this P map. This should all be fine. This looks fine to me for now. Except it's not actually quite fine. It's not just this. It's actually that this position, the Y position needs to be adjusted by the vertex offset. There isn't going to be an X offset actually. You can do this. The vertex scale is still going to be relevant because it has to be like scaled to the window size. So we can compute this. Actually, it doesn't. The PMAT already just accounts for that. I think this whole transform is not needed at all. Yeah. Is this P matrix actually even going to be correct though is the question. So it's going to clip stuff out that's not supposed to be. I think the PMAT is actually like completely different here. What do we got even going on for the PMAT anyways? So we're just scaling to the window width and height. That's fine. It's just the texture needs like an offset. So I think I just need to adjust the position. I think that's all I need to do here. This vert scale is completely unnecessary. This looks fine to me, besides maybe this flipping, coordinate flipping. Might be wrong, but we'll see. That looks fine. Now for the fragment shader, post shader, we're just having a sampler 2D, I believe. So when we just go and allocate this frame buffer, we do a texture 2D. And it's just being bound to unit 1. Okay, that's fine. We're not going to have that. We're not having this. We're not going to have any of this, but we are going to have... So either you could pass in dt here, but dt is not really gonna help you because you can't just have like you can't have any state storing the previous value. So this is entirely for the useless feature that I'm thinking about adding. So let's just do u param for now. We're gonna ignore that, and we're not gonna take these. We're not gonna do that. We've got our text coordinate. And we don't need to scale. We don't need to mix anything at all. We're just gonna, for now, we're just gonna straight up just take the color, gonna be equal to texture and text coordinate. It's It's really basic right now, this one, but, or these two even. Now, for these uniforms, like I know there's a way of this just working where you can just do this. But maybe I don't want to do that. I'm gonna leave this like this, and we're gonna go into fill out H here, and we're just gonna make a separate set of uniforms. For some reason, are just in some completely random location. Mostly it's just this glyph thing's in some random location. So let's call these render uniforms. And the render uniforms, I'm gonna go there. Let me see here. Getting rid of all of this, we're gonna have a y off. And then in the fragment shader, we're gonna have like a parameter and a text slot. Text slot param. Okay, so then we're gonna go to what's it called? This one, I think. Yeah, this one. And we're gonna do this. Then we're gonna take these, we're gonna do and we're gonna do this. Okay, so that's looking good. Does the program need to be bound for this to work properly? I feel like it does. Be good to know what the currently bound shader was when we're just doing this resize. Because otherwise everything's just gonna go bad. Oops. I think yeah, I'm pretty sure it matters which shader is currently active. I don't think they get reset though. Let's see here. So this might be an issue. I'm gonna have to find out. Um, might just need to get in the habit of properly setting the uniforms we just need before we go to do the thing. So that's possible. Let's change this. Keep that as cert. Let's do this. Okay, so here, what I want to do is actually that's not going to work actually. Never mind. That's not going to work. Go back to this thing. this is gonna have to do, I guess. For now, anyways. Many flags. This is okay. This card buffer is not used. It's still there, to be honest. Okay, so that's looking okay. What's this called? What was this parameter called? So there was a parameter here about setting this. Let me see. Um, yeah, what's it called? What am I even looking at here? The frame buffer. Like a frame buffer unit. It might be in like the terminal. Glyph texture, no. Frame buffer texture unit. Okay, so that one is like that. Then we're gonna say the our rectangles here. So we've got a couple rectangles. What we want to do is this stuff shouldn't matter. The texture still can be bound. Bind frame buffer, we don't need to do that anymore. I'm gonna do a GL uniform. What's it called? The fragment shader, the vertex post shader. 1F. We're gonna set the Y offset to, this is the FPS thing. We basically need to add something here. So what are we adding? We need to add source bottom left dot x. Is it just source dot top right dot y? Not sure. Discard buffer. Discard buffer is not even being used anywhere though. Oh, apparently it was. Okay, never mind. That's weird. Okay. Shouldn't delete that flag just yet. That part. Right, so, okay, sorry, I need to fix this, these array counts first. That will shut up. 7 is 4. Okay, so this is all render stuff. Just all render stuff. Okay, here we go. That's the render pass, and then down here we're gonna have the post pass. That is all. Yeah, that is all. So close this, open this. We're gonna get some program not linked. That's good. Hello T1 Burian. How are you? Program not linked. Sometimes this can be like annoying. Let me do a thing I sometimes do, which is to do this. If I can be fast, I cannot. The problem is that stupid ST doesn't have scroll back. Can't see what the error was. Just trying to figure out why this fragment shader is not compiling. Now, let me see here. So we got text slot, we got text coordinate. On XY, just in case. Let me try that. I think I need to. Yeah, it's that I need to. That's a good point. Actually, head would probably solve the problem. Or no, I need to. Sorry, I need to. The redirect the pipe. Yeah, yeah. I need to redirect standard error. Sometimes my brain now less is taking the oh, I see. Less is taking the all the keys, so I can't press anything, but that's fine. So yeah, vert post, oops. There we go. Oops, I don't need to do that, it's just a shader. Okay, so now what's the problem? Head would work fine. Syntax error, unexpected new identifier. What did I do? Everyone on Twitch gave up on sleep years ago. Pretty much. Pretty much. I just press. Vert post. Unexpected new identifier. You're in the fragment shader. I don't need this, first of all. Post shader. It's in the vertex shader. What is the problem here? I want to do this because it's going to take over the oops. What did I typo? I'm like very confused. Position X, Y. It should mean on line 10. I think I've trained my brain to ignore that because of reasons. But um do not have the what's it called? Should not be in here. Oh, it is. It totally is. It's right here. Unit from. This is a different error now. Yeah, the what's it called? The OpenGL like shader compiler is like awful. It like the errors it gives are just never even very rarely helpful. Okay, so go back to the main program here and see what I was doing. So this should have been post program updated. Should be like this render program I should be seeing, but make sure this is all looking fine. This should all be fine. I see. Right, I'm using like Mesa, like the open source OpenGL implementation, so it might just be that. That has been my experience though on both uh, the Radeon driver and the Intel one on in Mesa. So what am I doing? Try this less again and see what is the error. GL uniform program not linked. So which uniform is that? Yeah, exactly. Did I GLU programs, shader post, uniform, text unit. You see here. Did I do this thing right? I might not have. Okay, update uniform. So let me just check this here. I mean, I'm like redoing this thing all the time. I should make sure to clear this other one, but this this probably shouldn't matter. Do this. Still getting that thing. Uniform not linked. I think that's probably this. And that would have been a different one. It's not these ones. It's got to be like one of these ones, I think. Let me see here. Probably it is like here, is what I'm thinking. think that error is not going to show up when you're expecting it though, which is a bit annoying. I'm going to just, for a second here, let's just do this. And in here, I'm going to Emat 0 equals this. All gonna have to start out at 0 besides those. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get rid of this for now. And go up here. Oops. That's still not the problem. So well, we're back to the stupid printf debugging. There's one thing I am forgetting to do, which is to actually call draw triangles here. Draw triangle. The draw triangle array. It's called GL draw arrays, not instance, just GL draw arrays. Did I install these? I can't remember. I did not. So we want GL draw arrays. It's just GL draw arrays, not instanced. 0, 4. So I do need that for sure. That looks to me like that is the second shader. Should have fixed this, but Program not linked. Which one is that? Yeah, because these just like happen out of order, it's like really difficult to see where the problem is. It just looks to me though like it's got to be like this one where I set this after. I mean, like render doc should actually be helpful here, I think. Oops. Even if it just gives like complete garbage. Because this will tell me here, and then we're doing a draw arrays for. Really what I want to see here is what that's about. That all looks fine. Actually, this other program now. What did I do? No resource. It's actually this other one. Surprisingly enough. How did I break that? Did I touch one of those by accident? It doesn't look like it. Oh, right. I said I was gonna rename those and I didn't actually rename them. Okay, so I need to shut that up. And then I need to adjust this offset to be like appropriate. Okay, so this offset is not going to be this because this offset should be in this offset is happening before the transformation. So this should be in normalized coordinates. If I'm not mistaken. Let me see here. We do this one again. So let's take a look. So that is all in the shader, I mean in the old frame buffer. Now this one is getting the right texture, I believe. program 34. Where is that? So let's swap arrays. So this one, pipeline state, that's what I want, sorry. Brain dumb. Okay, so we get these are like possibly correct. So Y offset seems wrong. Let's just start by setting the Y out offset to 0. And seeing if the coordinates are looking correct. No, apparently. Also just move this back in here because I don't think it's necessary. Okay, so that is looking, this is just weird. Pretty sure that these can be set. I think the program needs to be bound though. I still think that it needs to be bound. It's just copy this into the main loop for now. This is like totally pointless, but I should have like the window size here somewhere. Yeah. Okay, so that's okay. You just check this draw rectangle. So when we do this, we're taking a size and we're using the size for the scale. So we want to just render like a full screen quad. Let me look at this in render doc again here. So this is like totally not correct. This should be, yeah, this is totally wrong. If we go here, these are actually like in the screen space. Do I even need that? I don't think I even need that matrix, to be honest. Because that matrix in the position should be if that was the case, then the let me see here. So VS output would have been that. Okay, let's just run this. Where is the other input to the fragment shader? All right, sorry, here. So, okay. That's like not gonna help you sample from the... That is not gonna help you sample. Let's fix this up here. So I think I still need that transformation I had before, like the scaling by the screen size. How is the other, this one working? So this one is, this one's only applying the transform to that position. So like right now I'm just passing that position straight through without the offset. I don't want to like hard code this transform right now, but I might. Let's close that. Open the first post processing one. You can try this. It just feels like this is not the right move here. Offset X is gonna be 0. This is gonna be Y off. Add a vert scale. But when I just do this, it's just the Let me just close a couple things here. Open this, post uniforms, vert offset, vert scale. Increase this one to 5. Okay, and then we're going to go back in here, go down here. Push care. Yank this. First, post vert scale. We're just going to take a scale should just be in pixels. So we're going to do by this. What did I do? Vert scale. I definitely did something stupid in the post shader. Yep. Good. Smart. Uniform. Vec2 U vert scale. Okay, so now let me go back to render doc and see what I'm getting here. In this last draw arrays, why is part of this missing, first of all? That's definitely screwed up. I don't know what happened there, but anyways, that's fine. I still want to just see what is going on here. So in we go. That is like way off for some reason. Oh, because it's like twice the. So actually, that's not way off. Width is fine. Dot height should be divided by 2. Do that. Okay, and then should be in the texture coordinates, but the texture coordinates can just be if we just go into the pipeline state here and we look at the oops, sorry. That thing is correct. That's what I was looking for. So, yeah, these should be like between. Like, what about here? These are all just minus. No, this is -1 to 1. That's like what I was expecting. So this is funny. So this is that rectangle. We should still be getting, we should still be sampling out of that though, right? So got like our texture 30, which should be this one, which is like weird, but am I doing something like silly with the frame buffer? Let's just unbind the frame buffer for a second. Yeah, okay. That is better. I mean, obviously it's not, it looks wrong, but that is more of what I was expecting to see. So I think I was drawing back to the frame buffer, which is not correct. Let me just open the vertex shader post, saying I didn't think I needed this flip because the texture is already flipped. Just comment this out for a second here. Yeah, so that's fine. Oops, and then yeah, I don't think I need. I'm not sure I need this whole scale thing. That's still drawing, right? No. Okay, so it's not actually. Yeah, I do need that. Now the scale.y. Oops, that is not right. Well, that's going weird. Okay, so let me think here. I don't need this anymore, but I also, so I need this vertex shader. They're like a double thing going on here. Probably. And the y offset is 0 right now. Why does that like not look like it's updating properly? It's not. Yeah, so like the height thing is like correct. It's just that something here, if I actually build this, something here, that would explain why that hot reloading's not working. Um, okay, so do this. Hot reloading is working again, so I can actually tweak this. Okay, so that's like not right. Then I feel like this should be like FB height scale, but that's not the problem. Let me see. That's like way wrong. That's like completely off this screen now. So what happened here? What did I do? How did this get changed? So I feel like the fragment shader, like I feel like this pmat dot. Like the pmat here is wrong. Why is that like all screwed up? Okay, so let me see here. What is going on? Why is like this is obviously closer to correct, but why is this still like a little weird? Definitely this PMAT thing is wrong for this one. Let me just think about this. Pull this render PMAT for now. These are gonna get changed. Still think that's right. I think it might just be I need to add this offset. Um, close this. This doesn't need to be open. Okay, let me check this one now. What is happening? Why is this like way off? What happened there? Okay. save this. So this last draw arrays here. This last draw arrays. Let me see. I think that value is 1/2262 times 2. That's correct. So that is doing what I'm thinking it's doing. It's here. It's this. Oh. Oop. Don't know what happened there. That was weird. It is this. So here, we want to be sampling at in the 4000s. So we need to add an offset to this I don't think it's like the vertex scale. I think it's a fragment shader thing that needs to be set here. So in the fragment shader, here's our text coordinates. There's output. Um, I'm gonna see if I can get some shrunk thing going here. But like, so these are being sampled at like 0 to 1. These are the four corners of this texture. Oops. So we're going to like minus 1 1 0 0 1 0. These should all be showing up in that output back buffer color, unless it's getting like weird parameters, which doesn't make any sense. Oh, good. Crash render doc. Cool. Let's think about this over here instead. I don't know about render doc helping me right now. That's not what I meant to do, but sure. So just think about this. So if we do this and we can see the thing on here, you basically want this. So before, like what I had here, so source to dest. What were these like source tr? Yeah, I see. So still has to have an offset though. I think that's like the problem here. Offset X, offset Y. There shouldn't be like an offset in X. There should still be like an offset in Y though. If I just know that I can set it here. So actually, while this is just working, got something working over there. Let's do this. Oh, that's interesting. Definitely like color attachment. We use that here for generating a frame buffer texture. Then I unbind the frame buffer here. And it should just be getting rendered to this texture. Active. So GL back left. So I can't remember what GL. I'm just having a brain dump here. Oops, there. That even GL draw buffers. Oh, interesting. This is not what I was using, no. um, so let's go back to this code. So I'm doing, um, I'm just binding the frame buffer and just drawing directly into the frame buffer, and then unbinding the frame buffer, and then so that frame buffer has like a texture attached to it. So that's where that texture is showing up in render doc. And then um yeah, so then here we're just drawing an array. We're just drawing a singular rectangle. Um and just applying the texture to it directly. Connecting fragment shader output locations to actual VRAM. So texture is attached to a frame buffer object or the default frame buffer. Huh. Yeah, I'm not actually sure about the GL draw buffers. That is not what I'm using, but it's oh yeah, no. So like the draw thing is fine. I'm just trying to get this to not be stretched. Um which is like a little weird that it's even getting stretched at all, to be honest. Oops. No, it's definitely good. I'm trying to like learn more about OpenGL, but there's like a ton of stuff. So I want to actually see this. Let's open render doc again after it crashed. Oops. Just save one of them. What's going on in here? There's a texture. It's got some stuff in it. Go in here. Mesh viewer. So this has got the thing. Oops, pipeline state. Fragment shader has got the correct texture. Texture 30. And then fragment shader. Like it should just be seeing this, so like it should be if the vertex shader outputs, which is what the mesh viewer is claiming they are, is just like 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, then yeah, it's just like the whole thing. And when we go and sample the texture in the fragment shader, it should just be correct. X slot texture coordinate, and like the texture coordinate, which is from here, is being output. Just fine. So not even working. No. Doesn't want to like hot reload anymore for some reason. I feel like this one of these heights is wrong, and it's not this one. So this is like doing a wrapping thing. This Y offset is not making a lot of sense. Let me just try like setting this to be in pixels. So like that is doing what it's supposed to be. I'm not clearing the. I mean that's part of the issue here is I'm not clearing the buffer correctly, but actually, so maybe okay, maybe I'm just dumb, and this should have been minus window size dot height over frame buffer. What's the thing? Frame buffer height scale, I think. I'm not seeing it. That's not right. No, that's because the frame buffer is like twice the height of the window. That's why it looks elongated. Why is that like causing it to go out of clip space? What is going on there? Why is that? One F Y offset like completely breaks it. Oops. I need to get rid of that because that's really annoying me. Resize. Okay. Doesn't make any sense to me. We're getting so it's like getting set to 0 properly. That is doing what it's supposed to. That is not doing what it's supposed to. That's like an offset in pixels. So why is it like not getting... Scale origin. Still like confused as to why this part isn't working though. I think this just completely breaks everything. Trying to set this. Just uniforms Y offset. Like why I just don't get why this is like completely not working, but as soon as if you set it to 0 and then go into the vertex shader and just add -20 here. Why was that even working before? Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't rebuild that, yeah. Like, why does this work as intended? Go back in here and just try adding this FD height scale, not 2, but huh. Vert scale, window size, not width. height over the height scale. Just makes it even smaller. That puts it off the thing. If I get rid of this, and then I do why does this not like this? Let me see what's happening in RenderDoc for that, because that doesn't even make any sense to me. How did that even happen? What? No wonder, like these are not, yeah, these are obviously way outside the valid texture size. But how is that even happening? That's the vertex scale, but then the P matrix should just take that back down into something reasonable. Where is that uniform? Okay, so the y offset should not be that much. Either the scale can be half, I'm obviously not using the param yet, that's fine. No, save that. Do something like this. Okay, so there's something in there, as there should be. And then here, coordinates make absolutely no sense. Okay, so they are just the y offset's just getting added. Then why is the P matrix not scaling that appropriately? Okay, you know what? I think I'm thinking about this wrong. This is for drawing textures in the thing. It's not for shouldn't really be adding any offset ever. We should just be adjusting the scale of the texture so that the texture coordinates fall. So like really this thing needs to get multiplied by the scale. And transformed. Yeah, this. Oh, I was already. Wait, is that what was going on here that was wrong? No, it should output exactly half of this texture. So this is like twice the screen height. So it needs to output exactly half of it. And I am just failing at mathematics today. I think this might actually be the problem here, is this. Should be this. Position is just wrong. Let's just get rid of this whole Y offset thing for now. Because it just is wrong altogether. And then so without this, it's gonna go way to weird place. I think the offset is just incorrect. So you're talking about textual coordinates now. So Y's coordinates is always from texture coordinates are from 0 to 1, as far as I'm aware. So I just want it to be from some subset of that. It's like 0 to could be like 0.3 to 0.8 or something like that. I don't know. I think I'm just doing something like really silly. That's what the problem is. So these texture coordinates need to be actually these need to have no funny business done to them. It's just this part that needs to be modified. So it shouldn't have like any sort of offset. That's not right. What if I just get rid of this PMAT? Because this PMAT is a little weird. The PMAT's like correct though. So PMAT just window size dot height. This will be like half the window size dot height though for this one. Pretty sure. Oh. What happened there? Why did I see something for like a second? Okay, actually, let me check this now. Definitely not be that big. Even though the texture is just correct. Oh, what did I do? Oops. Oops. Okay, sorry. So the texture is just correct. I want this text coordinate to go to like 0. X part is correct. It's just be this Y part should just go to like 0.5. So it should just be like a delta based on that. I think I do need this. I need this to be not set up how it was set up before. So it needs to be like for now I'm just gonna set it to 0.5 correctly. Okay, so I'm getting somewhere now. So knowing that part that's not blitting properly. not on the screen. Oops. Oh, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm not being like clear because this is what happens when I get like debugging, right? Like I'm in like I have like my own thing going on in my head. It's not like probably not getting communicated properly. Um okay, so why does that even work? The goal is not to draw a quad that covers the whole only the okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So actually a good question. Viewport. Um, you might actually be right. I might just be doing something really dumb here. Maybe I'm supposed to be just. I was actually doing this before. And then still don't get why that's not doing what it's supposed to be doing, but so that just shifts the. It's not really what I want. I want to scale these. What I actually want is for these to be scaled. It's off screen. Still on screen. It's not even making any sense to me. They're still getting clipped, I guess. Um, delete that. I don't need that. So the scale is the scale even correct? Let me just if I just go in here. Hello, one true blue. Thank you. Thank you for the faith. Sorry. Perfect for first time chat. Okay, so that like moves that stuff down, and then if this was scaled, not this way. So like this should be like big. Yeah, I can see the top of the thing. Okay, that's the right size. Now I just need to get the offset correct. First time chat bringing it in. Bringing in the good vibes. Yeah, so the viewport does the correct scaling, and then this offset is supposed to be in pixels. It should be like this, and then this offset should be over this height scale, I'm pretty sure. Oops. Let's fix that. What is this? What is this height scale? It's just spam standard out, standard error. Um, I don't really care because it's not, it's bigger than that, but anyways. Okay, well, oops. It's not enough. Why is that? Okay, stop spamming that. Should be like enough though. Yeah, like 1058 is exactly what it's supposed to be to line up to where it's supposed to be put on the screen. So why is this not work? Why is this not getting sent to the shader correctly? If I like have a double negative there because I'm sleepy, it's possible. Pressing all the keys now. Yeah, I just had a double negative because I'm sleepy. That was quite the journey. I need to clean up these stupid matrix transformations. I'm pretty sure that you cannot just set these from the window resize thing. Let me just go back to resize. Put this up here and then we'll resize the window and see if this still works. Oops. This is just GL. Oops. Uncomment that. Okay, so then if I do this, that seems like that still works. If I uncomment this one, yeah, I definitely prefer C over C++. Mostly because I don't like most of the standard C++ library or, well, objects in general, I guess. I don't like the mindset that it gets you in. So like right now, this whole program isn't doing like any runtime memory allocation. We just allocated it at the start and never do anything like that. But in C++, you'll just like allocate and free stuff all over the place because you'll have like some object that just will allocate stuff behind the scenes for you. I'm not a big fan of that. What am I looking for here? This one. So yeah, we don't need that. Resize. Let's do this one. Do that. Let's go to view terminal. Get rid of this giant block. Shouldn't be here. Okay. Then if I just resize, why did that one go happen there? Did I like rebuild this? Yeah. Okay, I think it does. I think the program needs to be bounded properly. Yeah, exactly. Like I think it needs to be the correct shader thing. But the only problem is like if you just like resize the window in the middle of doing this, I have a feeling it's gonna screw stuff up. But I guess like the next pass through it would just correct. So it'd be like there could be like a potential like a one frame lag or something from doing this, but I think it's maybe not the end of the world. Yeah, I'm using GLFW. Resize. Where is resize? Come back to me. Okay, so shader render. Oops. What is going on? Use program. Yelp programs. Shader render. Oh, right. Oh, that's a good point. Why am I doing this in like a separate function then? Let me just see, where's resize getting called? Like that. Update uniforms. Frame buffer callback. Frame buffer. Okay, it's just an FB callback. Let me see here. Why don't I just call that in here? That's a good point. That is a good point. I should just call resize in here instead of doing this weird thing. This weird dance. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's do the resize, and then we'll do the T to GL. And I think I need a bit pointer. So let's do that. Resize. Shader render. Shader post. And then, let me see here. Setting that there. I don't need to set that there. Don't need to do this. Don't need this. Update uniforms. Doesn't really need to be calling resize. I don't think. Why is that even calling resize? Save font textures. It doesn't matter, like that shouldn't matter. Like why is that calling resize? Yeah, who knows why that's calling resize, to be honest. This is here. Let's delete that. What happened to the okay. It's not there anymore. Okay, so now this should be resizing properly. There we go. Cool. Good. Let me see. Can I quickly do this the DOM? So I'm going to static float f32 param. This param is going to be between 0 and 1. Do I have a move towards? I think I have a move towards. Ah, okay, this is going to be a little annoying. Param equals 0. And then let's just do it this way. So param equals 0. And then param plus equals just moving it towards 1. So how fast? I don't have an idea yet. Let's just do 100 times. What's dt called? Pretty sure there's a dt in here somewhere. Get frame time. Yeah, gl.dt. E to gl.dt. If param greater than 1, param minus equals 1. Then open the fragment shader, and I called it param. So I'm just gonna yank this. Okay, and then that's not gonna work because this is scoped. Let's get rid of this scope for now, just so that we can quickly get this going here. probably just leave that for now. It's fine. And here we're gonna take this param and we're gonna say param between 0 and 1. Say, let's do it this way. So if get a param between 0 and 1. Let me think here. I don't want to use stupid float mod, but I think that's what I'm gonna do just so I get this working. Mod F, what's it called? Oh, mod F. Yeah, shader length for mod F. Not mod F. What's it called? Just mod. Okay, so if text coordinate dot y, if mod text coordinate dot y, x mod y is x minus y times the floor of x over y. So that will give you like an integer component between between 0 and 1. Let me think here. So I want to do x minus y times. Let's just ignore the param for now. It's like a 0.5 is what I want. Let's do this. We're gonna say that else color is gonna be mix. Let's add some braces here. And say we do this. We're gonna do a mix int this is not where param should go, but we'll just see how this goes. Mix double param's a float. Let me just comment out some of this for a second here. Too much stuff on the screen. Make this the same for a second. Do those. Okay. Now let me just see what this actual error was. Okay, no matching function for vec4 error. Why is spec 4 error. Param. Oh, it's called uparam. Duh. Okay. So that is not what I want. It's also like completely glitching out. Even still updating. I break it. Okay. Let's see here. What did I do? Completely broke the fragment shader. This is like not what I want to do. Basically, if the texture coordinate dot y do this, so divided by u param is between. They're between here. New. This is going between 0 and 1. It's going to be making it bigger. Just do this. If it's greater than, and that's not what I want. Just make sure this part works. It's not work at all. Oh, because this param is like probably completely wrong. Why is that even like completely broken? What did I break? Okay, so that doesn't make any sense why that was completely broken, but it was. Because this should be going to. Let's just make this 1. That hint is working. Why is that like. What? What have I done? Um, oh god, too fast. Still a little too fast, and that's also not what I wanted, but closer. Yeah, I don't like it. I need it to need to do this differently. Okay, so I'll do this. I'm gonna get like this weird breathing. Then, if we do this will be like a mod thing here. So do the value of one parameter modulo another parameter. Can I just look up? It should still be like is equal to 0, less than 0 0.001. Let's do this. Then we do this, else do this. Oops. It's not quite right. Why is that? Why is like the mod just breaking everything? I don't know why that broke everything. That did. Why is that like not reloading properly? No idea. So now what I want to do is come back here. I don't want this. I want this to be let's just add some stuff here so it's more clear what's going on here. I want this to instead not pulsate like that. So I want to come back here and I want to change this. We're going to start with this and we're going to make this pulsate between 0. Between 0 and 0.01. And then dt, this might be too high. Let's just divide that by 10. Second here, do that. And we need to restart this because it's going to be that's not going to work. I need to do this properly. So this is just going to be 0.5, I think, for now. And this is going to be the param. Ooh, too fast. Go even less. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. um, I need the spacing to be like a little bit bigger. So let me do this like this. Let me try 3. Then rebuild. I don't know why it's like taking a second to ramp up, but it is. Um, why is that like taking a second and it's doing like a. It is not how that's supposed to work. Am I hitting like float epsilon error here? It's possible. I want that to still be the 0 for the thickness, and then I want the. That's all good. And then I need. Right there, half thing. And then also. So I have a feeling that like I'm hitting the float epsilon or something here. Those are way too slow now. Need more. I need more. So let's open this fragment shader. Cannot close this. That's fine at this point. Why is it so fast? Stop that. I think it's gonna make it so much smaller. Let's make this small again. Okay, that's getting more appropriate. Why is that weird? What is going weird here? Huh? Oh, some of this offset is incorrect. That's okay, I can fix that after. Um, that's because this offset needs to be this plus some parameter from earlier. Just gonna clear that for now. Just leave it like this. And let's add like these are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. I think I know what I need to do. Right. Just restart this. They're moving, but I need this to be moving more. Need this to be moving more. So let me see here. This can go up all the way to 1. Just gonna start at 0. Okay, that's more what I want to see. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so then we open up the fragment shader and we make this more dense. Restart this because it's weird. There we go. Probably this thickness of scan line needs to be adjusted a little bit based on the scale, but it's pretty good to figure out why that's happening. But anyways, kind of need this to be even more based on the scale as well. But that's okay, you can fix that later. There we go. So that's gonna be all for me tonight. Got the weird scan lines working. I'm definitely not gonna be leaving these on. Pretty weird. but that is what you can do with the post fragment shader. So thanks everyone for watching, and I will all see you all next time. Go find someone to raid here. Have a look. We will go and raid. Really seen anyone? It's kind of late. I think everyone's signing off already for the night. Besides some not so interesting stuff. So I'll leave it at that. Hello Sailor. I could raid Mr. Hello Sailor. That's correct. I mean, I raided him a while ago, but yeah, why not? We can raid Hello Sailor again. Yeah, put on these headphones here. And yeah, that's okay. That's okay. John's a great guy, so we will go and visit him. I will see everyone next time.